Welcome back, friends. It's Anders, and I gotta tell you, it is hot in here. We turned off the AC about, 3 minutes ago, and the exhaust fan, and the temperature is rising quite rapidly. It's for the sake of audio. You're welcome. Luckily, we've got a great cocktail today. This is an A+ warm weather drink called the Pendennis Club Cocktail. It's a gin classic, sour style drink, tastes like a melted popsicle, not to be confused with the Peychaud Club. That's another classic cocktail that kind of tastes like a melted popsicle. We'll take a little break. I'll turn on the AC, cool down a bit, and then we will get right to it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more sips, tips, and recipes, and let's go make the Pendennis Club Cocktail to the bar. Today's video is sponsored by CookUnity. CookUnity delivers chef-prepared, restaurant-quality meals right to you. I'm always hungry. That's just the way I'm built, and I'm not always wanting to cook. That's just the way that I'm motivated, or I don't have the time to cook. What I love about CookUnity is they partner with award-winning chefs who believe that great food should be for everyone. The menu is constantly changing to offer hundreds of new options. Each week, you are gonna find an assortment of globally inspired meals for all dietary preferences, including vegan, paleo, and gluten-free. Menus are tailored to you, and you can pause, skip weeks, or cancel at any time. To set it up, jump online, answer a few quick questions about what it is you like, pick your plan, and that's it. And it comes prepared. All you have to do is heat it up. Then, moving forward, you can choose to pick your meals ahead of time, or you could let CookUnity recommend your selections. For dinner earlier, I enjoyed the Cajun blackened Swain with caper dill potato salad, made by Chef Chris Rattel in Brooklyn, New York. It was tender and well seasoned. Oh, and if you have a guest, you are in charge of providing the kibble. Visit cookunity.com/Anders or click the link in the description below and use my code Anders50 and you will receive 50% off your first order. Well, I am satiated. Thank you, CookUnity. Onto the film. The Pendennis Club is a club, private social club, still active today in Louisville, Kentucky, and it is considered one of the premier clubs in the United States, according to Wikipedia anyway. I've never been because I haven't been invited. I think you have to get invited. I would assume if it's a private club, you get invited or you apply. The club was founded in the early 1880s, so very old. What's interesting about this club is it has a long line of cocktail history. You see, the Pendennis Club Cocktail is not the only cocktail from the Pendennis Club. You also have the Pendennis Toddy, you have the Pendennis Champagne Punch. Some people claim that the Old Fashioned was born at the Pendennis Club, although others will make the argument that the term Old Fashioned actually predates the club itself, but I'm gonna stay out of that one. You pick a side, or don't. This cocktail, the Pendennis Club Cocktail, is a sour style cocktail, and it dates back to 1939. Printed in, what's his name? Charles Baker. He had a book called The Gentleman's Companion in 1939, and in there was the drink called the Pendennis Club's Famous Special, which tells me it is actually much older than 1939 because he was already calling it famous. There is a recipe that dates back to 1908 for a Pendennis Club, but that cocktail doesn't have the citrus and it has vermouth. Maybe over the years it evolved. I don't think anybody knows who came up with this drink. There, that's it. Wow, okay, what else we got? Oh, that's the end of my outline. So with that, the booze. Get your glassware chilled. It's gonna be served up. For this recipe, we will need gin, apricot liqueur, fresh lemon juice, and Peychaud's bitters. The gin I'm using is Plymouth Gin. This is my favorite gin for this cocktail. It is a drier gin, and it also has some citrus notes that are really nice in the drink. However, this works with a London dry gin. This also works with a Old Tom gin. You can't go wrong, but personal preference, I like the Plymouth. Apricot liqueur. Not all apricot liqueurs are created equal. I'm using this one by Giffard, but I do also like the Rothman and Winter apricot liqueur. It's like orchard apricot. That one is gonna be quite a bit drier than this one. So you might have to add a little bit of simple syrup to get that sweetness up, because right now this is the only thing that is sweetening up the drink to counter the citrus, which is next. I have fresh lemon juice. Most people use fresh lime juice, and I have made many with fresh lime juice. It's very good. The difference between the lemon and the lime is oh so small, but personally, I like the lemon with the apricot. I am not going way out of bounds here in doing this. In the 1939 recipe, Mr. Baker actually writes, use the juice of 1 small lime or that of half a lemon. The Peychaud's bitters, if you don't have Peychaud's bitters, look for a Creole bitters. That should be it. gather your ingredients. I'm gonna build this in a very simple ratio that is extremely scalable, up or down. So let's build. All right, so here we go. The ratios we're doing here are the same ratios I use in my sidecar. 3, 2, 1 is an easy way to remember this. We're gonna do 3 parts gin, 2 parts apricot liqueur, and 1 part citrus. Let's start with the gin. 1.5 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of the apricot liqueur, and 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters. Looks like more than 2, but this dash is like half as much as that other bottle. Sometimes I'll go by the color of the drink. A light pink is what we're looking for. And with that, we can add ice and shake. About 10 to 15 seconds. Grab your chilled glass and double strain into your cocktail glass. No garnish necessary. Of course, if you want to add something like a cherry or lemon peel on top, that's your decision. There we have the refreshing Pendennis Club Cocktail. Cheers. Admire that nice pink color. Oh, I'm getting cooler already. This really comes down to the apricot liqueur that you're gonna use. You could use an apricot brandy, like an eau de vie, which is gonna be very dry, in which case you will definitely need simple syrup. And like I mentioned earlier, some apricot liqueurs are gonna be drier and some are gonna be sweeter. The gin is there, but it's not overpowering. You get these nice botanicals as a backbone. There's a little something extra. It's that Peychaud's. And I think this is a good one for people who aren't so sure about gin. Once upon a time, I was like that. It just takes a good gin cocktail to convert. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this. I hope you give this cocktail a try. Let me know in the comments down below if you do. Thank you, CookUnity, for sponsoring today's film. Thank you, the viewer, for watching today's film. Don't forget your merch. Sign up for the newsletter. Now, we turn on the AC. Do you want to hear how loud the AC is? Yeah, here, I'm gonna show you. That is the sound of the AC, and give me one moment. I have now turned on the exhaust fan that is sucking the hot air out of here. Oh, I already feel better. I will see you next time. Be excellent to each other. Cheers.